Inexplicable footage, a UFO flying saucer shooting down a U.S. nuclear warhead during a planned test in 1964. Numerous publications have accused the Pentagon of hiding video footage of a flying saucer, a UFO, attack on a U.S. nuclear warhead. Ufologist and writer Robert Hastings, who presented the results of investigation on the website The UFO Chronicle, has no doubt that there is relevant footage kept away from the public site. Retired U.S. Air Force officer Lieutenant Bob Jacobs and Major Florence Mansman told Hastings about the incident itself. Allegedly, they personally saw the recordings because they themselves produced it together with other specialists who were part of a group that was engaged in photographic and video recording of missile test launches. And Jacobs then directed the military telescope unit in Big Sur, California, which filmed the rocket's flight over the Pacific Ocean. Mansman served as the chief image analysis at Vandenberg Air Force Base, now Vandenberg Space Force Base, in Santa Barbara County, California. The existence of the recording was so confirmed by Louis Elizondo, who introduced himself as the former director of the Pentagon's Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, ATIP. He claims that he was studying UFOs and, among other secret footage, saw those that the lieutenant and the major talked about. And according to witnesses, the object was a classic disc shape. While rotating and glowing with its lower part, it circled several times around the warhead, which had separated from the Atlas rocket, and fired 4 bright beams at it. At least that's how everyone who saw it understood the recording. The missile was real, the warhead was a dummy, and did not carry nuclear warheads. Perhaps the alien attack also was of a demonstration nature. Skeptics, of course, doubt and do not believe in extraterrestrial aliens, but they cannot explain why the warhead suddenly collapsed and was lost. According to unconfirmed reports, both the object and the warhead fragments hit the radar screens, from which pictures were also taken. There are probably reasons for the disaster that do not involve alien intervention. However, Jacobs and Mansman are extremely embarrassed by the fact that 2 days after they viewed the tape, 2 CIA agents came to them and confiscated their footage. Elizondo's attempts to find the footage were unsuccessful. He admitted that the recording was missing. Most likely, in his opinion, the Pentagon is simply tearing it down. And the photo of the flying saucer taken in 1964 discovered. Perhaps the flying saucer that attacked the warhead looked exactly as it appeared in photographs taken in 1964. The photographs, several of them, were found in the Graphic and Publication Services branch collection within the National Archives and Records Administration, NARA. Each photo stored in the archive is clearly labeled Flying Saucer, June 4, 1964. The video was filmed by someone named Paul Villa, who claimed that, having telepathic contact with the aliens, he learned that they would arrive in the vicinity of the city of Peralta in New Mexico. He arrived at the indicated time and photographed the saucer on which they arrived. He said that the aliens demonstrated their strength, lifting his car into the air, but there is no photo of the levitation car in the archive. This mysterious story has generated continued interest in UFOs and their possible effects on humanity. Questions about the origin, motives, and purposes of such appearances only increase in the conundrum, which emphasize the need for further study and disclosure of such amazing phenomena. And while the mystery of the UFOs that shot down the nuclear missile in 1964 remains unknown, its solution may shed light on one of the most exciting events in the history of human interaction with the unknown and mysterious world of space. This is on Soul Ask. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.